Solana right now is actually setting up a bullish pattern, but it is going to be all dependent on Bitcoin actually breaking certain levels of resistance. I've already made a Bitcoin update today, so go ahead and check it out. But as you can see, Solana is trading in this falling wedge pattern, and there's a couple resistances. There's a tighter one here. Break that, we still got this outer layer of resistance. But essentially, this pattern is saying on the breakout, Solana should head back to its highs, and that could form a larger macro double bottom. But the issue with such a dump, even with the bullish pattern, is that there will be key levels of resistances going forward. At the moment, we are bouncing because Bitcoin has bounced off of some fundamental news. It was NFP today. So Solana has also bounced from a very key level of support, as you can see right over here. But it's also got a whole bunch of resistance up ahead. So you can see tapping into this previous high over here. It was once the all-time high. And with that Trump token release, it put in a new all-time high, almost at $300. Since then, it pretty much dumped all the way back down to the range lows. And of course, the risk is with this breakout, although it's a bullish breakout, and technically it could form this larger macro double bottom. If we come up and meet key levels of resistance here, or all the way up until $278, it could be a corrective bounce and roll over to eventually lose this macro support, entering a deeper correction. As you can see here are some targets, and I think there is some further confluence. If I go off of the 2024 summer, multi-month correction, place the fibs from that low 109 to 295, we can see that there is some confluence with these targets and some other previous higher lows. So there was a higher low here, that's a fib level. Then the next high low is the next fib level. The next high low was the next fib level. The next high low was the next fib level. And so if we lose that, what happens? Roll down into the next one. If this is used as resistance, you roll down into the next one, just like that. So really, it's all on Bitcoin to stop these altcoins from rolling over. I do hold Solana. I do not want Solana to dump more. I want this to be the bottom right here as its macro support, and for this to develop into a double bottom, to break out of this, the ultimate resistance 265 to 278. Breaking that is key for bullish continuation. The risk is until that moment, we could top out earlier, roll over. Look, we could then create another higher low here and try again. The risk is when you come down is that you may be forming a head and shoulders pattern, or you just look at it as a double top with a lower high and then lower low. I don't want this to happen, right? I'm just letting you know that that is definitely a possibility, even with this falling wedge. So the title might have been bullish pattern, falling wedge. Solana's about to break out, but I'm thinking a few steps ahead, just warning you. So we got this potential short-term breakout. If Bitcoin can actually close above 100K, I urge you to watch today and yesterday's Bitcoin updates, because although there's a bullish pattern on the market, and you can see Bitcoin's currently attempting a breakout. If I add the moving averages, you can see its key resistance, and we're pumping on a Friday into the weekend where the stock market shuts, and we know there's less volume on the weekend, and usually we dump on weekends. So to pump into it, trap us and send it lower, there's the possibility of that. But the rest of the market is also showing these bullish patterns. So if Bitcoin were to break all these key levels of resistance, Solana is going to follow and do so. But it really is on Bitcoin to show the true path. So keep an eye on both charts, I would say. And if Solana could now close above 205, 207, it's still got 215 as a key level of resistance. So we can just see that there's a lot stopping this breakout. And even if there is enough strength, there's still a big level of resistance here and up here. which could send Sol to attempt to lose the low. We could higher low and try again. Until that's broken, there's going to be that constant risk. The probabilities are super high. Even if we get this move up that could last a week, 2 weeks, it could still eventually, after a few weeks, still roll over. So it's going to be hard because we're going to feel the FOMO and we still won't truly know if we will continue higher. So keep an eye on Sol, but mainly keep an eye on Bitcoin, of course. Check out my video, you'll see it at the end here, tagged. But yeah, ultimately Bitcoin needs to break that, otherwise there's still that risk of rolling over and filling in this wick down to like 93k. That's it from me today. If you want to get educated, you can see down in the description down below. Use those links and also follow me on Twitter. Cheers.